It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. It's a
Yo, what's going on, Podcast World? It's your boy B.I.G. A.N.T. back with another episode of the Can I Kick It podcast. Today's Friday. I hope y'all feeling good. I'm feeling great. It's payday. I'm home. It's the weekend. Oh man, it feels good to be home. Today was great. Work was easy. Mad people called off, so there was like 5 of us, so they only had us do one job today. So I wasn't breaking my back. I wasn't sweating my ass off. I'm here live and direct in the studio. So if you're here, I appreciate you. If you've been rocking with me, I appreciate you, man. And today's episode is gonna be about social media. All of them, every social media. We're gonna touch base on a couple of them, give you my my pros and cons to each, and yeah, so I guess we'll get it popping. So if you're here, appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get to the episode. Peace.
Can I Kick It podcast? Shout out to Big Ed. Tune in. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Motivation, inspiration, let the games begin. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Motivation, inspiration, let the games begin.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy B.I.G. A.N.T. and we back, baby. It's Friday. Man, I feel good. This week has been long. It's been drawn out. It's been hot. I don't understand Florida. I don't know what I did to Florida that hate me this much. But man, we here, man. We here. So and like I said in the beginning of the intro, if you're here, I appreciate you. If you're tuning in, if you've been tuning in, if you've been rocking with me, if you've been rocking with the rewind clip, shout outs to Christian, aka Martinez Got Jokes. My boy is out here grinding just as much as I am. He's been putting out a lot of videos, a lot of content. So if you want to see some comedy, make sure you hit him up on Facebook and IG, Martinez Got Jokes, or should I say Martinez_got_jokes. It's my boy. So shout outs to him real quick. I know it's a little biased right now, but I just gotta commend my dog on reaching big numbers, man. He's getting like over 1K, 1.5K, 1.6K on some of his videos as of lately. And I don't care what he says. I really don't care what he says. But ever since I put him on the podcast, he's been blowing up with his videos. So I think I'll put some Salt Bay juices on his creative content right quick. You feel me? So I'm tooting my own horn, baby. So yeah, shout outs to Chris, man. We've been doing the TRC. You already know we dropped on Tuesday. It was Artist Spotlight, first of many. We're gonna be taking artists from different years, different eras of hip hop. It might not even be hip hop, it might be R&B. Because I know we want to do like Chris Brown and stuff like that. So we're going to take artists and we're going to dig deep into their careers, talk about their albums, favorite songs, what we like and what we dislike, if anything that we dislike. But if he or she is on the podcast, we probably don't dislike them. So, but be on the lookout for that. We're going to be doing those every now and then to break up the monotony of just all music talk or whatever's popping in the music world or in the current topics as of late. So be on the lookout for that. Shout outs to myself. More bias promotion. Shout outs to myself and shout outs to all of you who have got me to 200 likes on my Facebook page, my podcast Facebook page. I got 200 likes today. I got notified on the way home. It's a little milestone for me, but it means a lot that there's 200 people that would actually just hit like, because it's like pulling teeth to get people to follow you on any social media. Hence why we're doing this episode. But if you stop by, shared, liked, or liked a post or a video or a live stream or anything, I appreciate you, man. I say it every episode, and I'm gonna keep saying it because this podcast ain't my podcast without y'all. So I'm doing it for y'all, and y'all keep me going, man. So I appreciate you on that. Yeah, man, it's a beautiful Friday, man. I'm looking outside right now, not a cloud in sight. It's bright, it's sunny. It's just real Florida-like right now, man. There's no rain. There's no rain on the right side of my house and not on the left side. There's no bipolar weather scheme going down. So, yeah, man, it's beautiful Friday and it's payday, so I can get some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I can buy some things. You know what I'm saying? Might take my lady out somewhere. I don't know, man. I might do some shit with the boys this weekend. Shout outs to my boy Edwin, and shout outs to my boy my cousin Sleepy, and shout outs to my boy Brandon, my dog Boston. Hopefully this weekend we can get something popping. We can take pictures as proof that BIG has left the crib for once. So we're gonna try to see if we can link up and go grab something to eat. You know what I'm saying? But again, if you guys are going out, make sure you guys are safe. Got your mask, you know, got your hand sanitizer, stuff like that. Play it safe. You know, I'm not taking this COVID stuff for a joke. I've had a lot of my friends actually contract the virus and actually battled the virus, so I know it's real. And just, you know, play it smart. Not saying you can't go outside. I'm a homebody. I like staying at home. Got my studio, got my wife, my dogs, and my Xbox. I'm good, fam. I don't need to go nowhere. But this weekend, I told my boys and my cousin, I said, bro, it's been a long time. I miss y'all, so let's get it rocking. So we might go get something to eat. So if I do, I'm gonna try to live stream that shit on my podcast page, because a lot of people know me know that I don't go out. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, wow, my Xbox just turned on by itself. Other than that, man, it's been a beautiful day. It's been a long week, but I'm here on the podcast where I belong. Good times. I think that's all for shoutouts. Try to keep my intro as short as possible so we just get into the content. I came up with the idea today to talk about social media because me and Chris were talking about it the other day when it comes to content creators and people that are out there trying to be heard. And we were just, you know, we always bring it up in like podcast episodes, like from the past of when we were growing up with like MySpace and stuff like that. So if you guys are younger, the younger generation that listen to the podcast or know me, you know, they don't really know about MySpace. They know about Facebook and IG and Snapchat and all the cool shit they got now, because we didn't have any of that cool shit. So the most we had was MySpace and AIM, and then Facebook came along and shut the game down. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna get into that right now. Where should I start with social media? There's a couple of facts that I pulled up that I wrote down. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. I didn't write the website down where I got the information, but do know it's out there. If you search for it, it will come up. And I make sure I got multiple sources, so I wasn't putting anything in Mr. Zuck's face, or his mouth, I should say. Pause. No homo. Whatchamacallit, what we got here? We got Facebook estimated that, you ready for this? 2.47 billion people use Facebook or WhatsApp, Instagram, or Messenger each day. And on an average, more than 3.14 billion people use it at least one. Wait, what did I write here? 3.14 billion people use at least one of the Facebook family of services every month on an average. That's crazy. So 2.47 billion people use Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, or Messenger. And then on an average, more than 3.14 billion people use at least one of the Facebook family services. So one of them apps altogether, there's add an extra 1 billion to that, which is insane. That's a lot of people. I'm gonna go over these fun facts before I start diving into my opinions and what are my pros and cons to social media, as it's changed dramatically over the years. What we have here, seeing as that we were talking about my Facebook page for the podcast, over 1.4 billion people now use Facebook groups every month. So every month there's 1.4 billion people using Facebook groups, which is crazy. Even though my page is not a group page, but you know, obviously if you have a following and you have a page dedicated to, you know, who you are, what you do, you can make a group page and, you know, obviously link it to like Discord and stuff like that. So it turns into a group page. So 1.4 billion people use group pages every month. What else do we have here? 300 million users use Facebook stories daily compared to 500 million who use Instagram stories every day, with over 2 million advertisers on stories as of January 2019. Yo, these numbers are bananas. Like, these numbers are bananas. As far as like who uses it and what they use it for, just people being actively on it. That is insane, dude. That is insane. Wow. And it's like millions and billions. It's not like a couple 100,000 or, like low numbers. This is like billions, like with a B, dog. That's crazy, dude. Wow. All right, what else we got here? It's fun fact. I'm into the fun facts now since the Drake episode. Shout out to Chris. Here we go. 1.79 billion people on average log onto Facebook daily and are considered daily active users since June 2020. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot. Oh man, I got the tree guys out here cutting the trees. Damn. Hold on. Let me see if I can mute them a little bit. What else do we have here? We have what is this? What do we write down here? Worldwide, there are over 2.7 billion monthly active users as of June 30th. So we have almost 3 billion people using this every day. All right, we back. Before I go any further, I didn't even know that I can pause the mixing. So if it sounds a little choppy, my bad, but dude was going ham with the chainsaw. This is like my second take, so I'm not even gonna entertain him. I'm already almost 15 minutes in. So I think he's done. So we were at the 1.79 billion people. Wait, no. We were at the 2.7 billion monthly active users. Boom. So obviously what I'm trying to get at is that there is a lot of people who use Facebook and the Facebook families apps, let it be WhatsApp, Instagram, or the actual Messenger, and which is crazy to me because I know it's like those are the top Instagram. Those are the top social media applications that people use for personal or business or content and stuff like that. I just didn't have a number in my brain. If I had to guess, I would have never guessed it was that many, because I know it's famous and I know it's active and I know it's the place to go for all of the gossip and all the bull mess and the memes and stuff like that. So to put a number out there to give you guys a perspective of how many people actually put their eyes into it and their brains and everything into Facebook is crazy. Those are crazy. I still can't believe that's a lot of people, bro. Those are a lot of people, man. And the last little fun fact here: Facebook is the third most visited website, outranked only by Google and YouTube, which is crazy. That's because I already know Google is used almost every day for since I've been computer tech savvy, I guess. And I'm always on YouTube. I don't have no cable in the crib. I don't watch movies. I don't do any of that. I just watch YouTube and Twitch and call it a day. But that's crazy, man. That is crazy, man. Wow. That's a lot of damn people, man. So with that being said, again, I guess I can start with the pros and the cons of social media. I guess we can start with the addiction. Me and my boy Chris was talking about it briefly in on Facebook, ironically. The thing is with social media, and yes, I did do research on this too. The thing about social media here is that I have this written down is it says that social media is addictive both physically and psychologically. And according to a study by Harvard University, self-disclosure on social networking sites lights up the same part of the brain that also ignites when taking an addictive substance. Now let that sink in. An addictive substance. So you're talking about drugs, basically. It has the same effect as a drug. It's technology. Like, we made this. Humans made this. And you actually can go in depth and they can tell you that it's an actual addiction. Like, you know, it's probably what's it called? Without looking at my notes, I know this because I actually read a lot about it, because I was actually a part of it, actually, to not toot my own horn here, but problematic social media use. Yeah. So that's what it's called. It's also called, you know, the I wouldn't call it slang terms, but the more generalized terms is internet addiction, or internet addiction disorder, problematic smartphone use, stuff like that. So yeah, so problematic social media use is just like it's an addiction, or you what's the technical term here? You overuse social media. So it's messing with your cycle, you know what I'm saying? Like your everything is psychological, you know, and it becomes like almost like a what is it? I don't want to say drug here. It becomes like you depend on it. So it kind of is like a drug. Holy shit. You like depend on being around or in well, I wouldn't say in, but well, you could be in because you're in the app, but in or around the social media, you know. And it can be formed from anything. Like, it could be your smartphone, your laptop, Facebook, you know. And I'm not even gonna get into it, but like, you know, like porn and pornography, you know, like how kids, like you see like young kids always have their iPads or their YouTube, and they become addicted to having it in their hands and addicted to wanting to watch it and see it, and always ask their parents to let them listen to it or watch it. And they're watching the most abundant, redundant, most ridiculous stuff on YouTube. It's crazy, you know, like toys being opened, or like kids playing with toys, giving reviews at 7 years old. And like, remember a couple years ago there was that kid who was like 9 years old or 8 years old, and he reviewed toys, and he has like a crazy amount of followers, like millions of followers that watch him, and they're all kids just watching this kid open up toys and stuff like that. And that's a whole nother conversation, because that also triggers stuff in the kids' brains that we can get into that later. But it triggers something in their brains to where they always want to watch. It's like the surprise element of them opening it, because they don't have it. You know, they don't have what the kid has, so they want to see what it's about. And like, you know, my nieces and my nephews, like when I'm around them when they were younger, they always had an iPad, or they always had an iPhone, always on YouTube, always on Netflix. And it's crazy how technology has taken over basically everything. As we speak, I'm surrounded by technology. I have my studio monitors, my MacBook Pro, my Rodecaster, my iPhone 10, my Xbox One, my vape. You know what I'm saying? Like my microphone. Everything is technology. So the whole thing about social media addiction is that, like I said, it's a psych thing, man, and you get addicted, and you cannot. It's hard to get off of it, because like you always want to see what's going on. You always want to be inside of a conversation, or you want to be noticed, or you want to talk to somebody, or you want to let something out. And that also goes into emotions and moods, and you know, also like like the internet said, it's like a drug. You get addicted to it, and then you start having withdrawals if you get, I mean, if you're not if you're not mentally stable, you'll have like withdrawal like symptoms. Like you gotta be on it, and you gotta like, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta get into it. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy because I remember one time, like I always had to be on Facebook, I always had to be on IG, and I'm always talking shit, and I'm always doing this, I'm always doing that, and I'm just like getting what's it called, attention. Basically you're getting attention from saying dumb things, to memes, to jokes, to real life stuff, or politics, or and you know how Facebook is and everything now, and how the world is a little desensitized about like what you say and what you do. Obviously, since I've been in jail like 5 times, I've been in Facebook jail 5 times, and shout out to my boy Doug. They let my boy Doug out. You know what I'm saying? He got out on bond. I think it was like 5 days. So, or no, I think it was like 2 or 3 days. But it's crazy, man, how you can become addicted to these social medias, and especially Facebook and IG. IG is a whole different story because it's more of a visual thing, and it's so easy to access. And you can go on there, and like kids and teenagers growing up, you can see grown ass women twerking in their thongs, in their bathing suits, half naked. Man, you get addicted to that, and it plays with your brain growing up, man. It actually has effects, like physically and psychologically. The effects of like being able to see and witness those things at a young age really plays its part growing up. So I don't know, man. It's crazy, man, because like I said, there's so many people using it, and it didn't go into detail if they were children or not. I didn't look that up. I should have looked up how many children. I don't even think they'll have that available. But like how many kids are actually on these social media networks, because you already know about TikTok, and Donald Trump wanted to ban that shit. But like I said, it's easy to access. It's right there in the palm of your hands. I like every kid 10 and older has a damn smartphone, so it's not hard to get these apps. You just go to the App Store and download it, and it doesn't ask for like certain permissions or anything like that. I mean, if I hope not. I don't think there's any like 10-year-olds out there like subscribing to OnlyFans, and if they are, Jesus. But it's not nothing to really joke about, but I'm just, I'm saying that the access is there. So, it's weird, man. It's weird that something that we made as far as like technology, like technology, it's not even like a drug. Like I can't take my phone and swallow it. as corny as that sounds, I can't take this technology and swallow it, but I can become addictive to it. Like an addictive substance. They compare it online. They compare it to like cocaine. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, And I actually have another note here. It says neuroscientists have compared social media interaction to a syringe of dopamine being injected straight into the system. Like, that's crazy, bro. We're talking about social media being compared to a drug, an addictive drug or substance, dog. That is crazy, man. It's crazy. Oh man. So with my little scientist thing and my Harvard University shit out of the way, and my numbers out the way, let's talk about pros and cons other than social media addiction, which is serious, man. So like if you ever find yourself in that zone to where you're like not acting right or becoming addicted to excuse me, becoming addicted to it, to where it's like slowly taking over your life, man, I do the MJ. Stop it. Get some help. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing to joke about. I keep joking. I'm just a jokey guy, but I've been there before. You know what I'm saying? So let me get some of this water real quick before I start getting deep. I hate doing a podcast alone sometimes because there's no breaks. There's no breaks. But like I said, I was addicted at once. I always had to be on. I always had to do it. But I took my breaks. A month here, 2 months there, 2 weeks here. Because there's a lot of stuff that gets put on Facebook and social media that you will not agree with, and certain people will not like what you're saying, or your opinion is not validated. You know, it's not, it's nothing. You can't say that here. You're not allowed to. It's only this way or it's the wrong way, you know? And I'm not going to get into the whole, I'm not even going to get into the whole pedophile thing and save the children. I'm not going to even get into that. It's been talked about for months now. I'm not even going to get into that on this podcast because we'll be here forever. But that's just one small thing. And, you know, sometimes when you say things on Facebook, it automatically triggers and you get banned or you get your stuff taken down. And then you turn around and see other stuff that doesn't get taken down at all. And you're like, okay, well, what the hell did I do? And that has a mix of people that are on your Facebook or people that just don't like you or people just want to get you in trouble and they will report you. I've had it done multiple times. To where I'm just joking with my friends and then I get 2 days banned because I call my boys trash or ugly. I can't even call my friends ugly. My friends are ugly. Like what do you want me to do? Not tell my friend that he's ugly when he's fucking ugly? Stupid. So the pros and cons when it comes to Facebook, IG, Twitter, all of that. Obviously with Twitter with the president and stuff like that. Oh God, I don't even want to dig in that rabbit hole. Besides the ease of access, I will say that the internet and the social medias has made it easier. Like, again, back to the access, it's become something easier to get used to and to always be dependent on. You know, oh, what did you put in this pumpkin pie, or like not pumpkin pie? What did you put in this pot pie, or like how did you make this chicken meal? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what did you use to cook this chicken? Oh, I don't know. I just looked up a recipe on Google, or I looked it up online, or something like that. Like, it's everyday thing, you know. I can't find an address, or where's the nearest 7-Eleven, or, you know, McDonald's. You Google Maps, or, you know, Apple Maps or something like that. It's the ease of access is there. So I will give it that it's became a lot easier to get information and a hell of a lot faster to get information when needed the correct way. With that being said, correct information does get mixed with the wrong information. There is like sites out there that just post dumb shit just to post dumb shit for clicks and likes and shares, and that's how they get their ad revenue. Obviously, when you click their page, they get paid. As soon as you open it up, they get paid. And they don't really care, obviously. I mean, how many times have you gone on Facebook and seen that a famous person died just later to find out that it was a hoax? They've been doing it for years. They do it for the clicks, you know, as the new kids, or the new terms, they call it clickbait for, you know, 30 plus old people like me. And that's the thing. Like, it's scary that you can get any information, like whatever you need, you can get it off the internet. And the thing that really grinds my gears on Facebook, the most on Facebook, is that people will share something without researching. A lot of people don't read. They do not read or look into anything that they're posting, regardless of what it is. And the main thing that gets y'all is just the title. The title could say the most darndest thing in the world. President Donald Trump finds out that the sky is not blue, it is purple. 98% of all the people on Facebook would share that. And that's what's scary. And then you turn around, and because you already know how I feel about the media. The media is not honest with y'all. I mean, I'm honest with you. My media is honest. I'm telling you guys what I feel from the heart, but that's just me. But you know how the media is, and they twist things, and they say things, and they get you to think one way and think the other. You know, look at all the conspiracy theories and theorists about, you know, the pandemic. They go on for days. So along with the ease of access and the quickness of getting information, you are also surrounded by negativity, and you will be surrounded by false facts. And you think that you are right when you are wrong. And sometimes people defend that with their every breath until you hit them with the facts. You know what I'm saying? Once you hit them with the facts, you know, they shut up, and then they get mad at you, and they probably tell you something about how you look in your profile picture. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, but I mean, other than that, I mean, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, it's all ease of access. I'm not gonna get into TikTok about how it's used on the other from the other way, you know, across the world, how it's made over there, and they gained all the access to all your information in your phone, and your kids are using the phone. I mean, you got the pedophiles on there, you got people doing dumb shit with kids on there. It's scary because a majority of people think that it's wrong, and then there's a majority of people that are trying to normalize that shit. And like I said, I'm not going to get too deep into all that. We're just talking about the main social networks, even though Snapchat and TikTok are main socials. But you know, the conspiracy and like all the drama surrounded by that with the president and everything, I'm not going to get too deep into that because that's just, like I said, that's another rabbit hole, bro. That's another rabbit hole, bro.
He's heating up.
So more pros and cons on Facebook and IG. Again, for content creators, it's amazing. It is amazing that you can just put your music, your comedy sketches, your brand, your merch, your t-shirts, your clothes. I don't care if you make vases or if you do bouquets of flowers or if you make sandals. You can put it anywhere. You can put it anywhere. And like I said, there's so many people using these websites and these apps that you're bound to get seen somewhere one way or another. You know what I'm saying? Like my podcast, I've got people that listen to me in Canada. Yeah, Canada, Australia, Ecuador. What was the other one? I can't think of off the top of my brain. Without going on the website here. Australia, Canada, Ecuador. And there was one, man, on the other side. I had Alaska on there. And that's crazy. I mean, they're not huge numbers, but to me, like somebody like went on my podcast and listened to me and they way on the other side of the world. That is mind blowing, dog. Like mind blowing. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you're listening, if you guys are listening to this, that I just shouted out where you guys are listening to me, thank you, bro. Thank you. Leave me a comment on my Podbean. Leave me a comment if you're still listening to me from overseas. I think that is the dopest thing ever. But that, for an example, is what I'm saying with social medias and the internet. It's ease of access. Anybody can access it from anywhere, anytime. Boom, right there in their palm of their hand, or in their studio, or in their bedroom, or their computer room, wherever you guys keep your internet and stuff like that. You guys can access this stuff at any time, bro. Anytime. Back in the day, we had to wait for the dial-up to get us right, you know? They had to wait for the phone lines, but now it's in our hands. We walk with it every day, bro. It's the ease of access is crazy. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, if you have a business, or if you're a rapper, or if you're a podcaster, or if I don't care what you do. Like if you like cars, if you work on cars, if you babysit, if you like dogs, waffles, I mean, shit, anything. It's all right there. And then you can meet other people that also have those common interests, and you can chop it up, and you can join Facebook groups. And oh man, because I have a couple of Facebook groups too. I have wrestling Facebook groups, music Facebook groups, and we're all talking crap about, you know, wrestling and music and food and all types of shit, man. So that's definitely a pro in my book, is the ease of access, the ability to share whatever you want to share and talk about at any given time with anybody in the world. That's crazy how you can just touch and talk to whoever, wherever in the world, fam. It's not just Florida or, you know, Texas or New York. It's in the world, bro. The world is big. Last time I checked, it was big. It's not flat, but it's big.
Boom shakalaka.
What else can we say about social media? Let's talk about, since we're talking about content creators and getting your stuff out there, your brand or your work or your merch or whatever you do, your content that you create. It's also very hard to get your stuff out there. I've been doing the Facebook and IG thing for a while, and my Facebook music page only has roughly about maybe, I don't know, almost 2,000 likes. I think, somewhere around there, about 2,000 likes. You know, ain't bad. But I've been on Facebook since like 2009. G, like, you know what I'm saying? And my IG has like almost 4K followers, which ain't bad. But I've been with IG since day one. And the thing that gets me about, you know, using the social medias for your platform is the algorithms, and being in that selective group that you have a lot of followers to make, I guess you could say, make a living or make an impact, or share to the world of what you do, because anybody can post all day. You can post on IG all day, but if you got 5 followers, it's not going nowhere. Even if you hashtag it up, it ain't going nowhere, you know? So then comes promoting, and then comes maybe even getting into the promoting market and getting somebody to help you promote it, which costs money. Or, you know, you could do it organically. I have friends, you know, shout outs to Martinez, my boy Chris. He's got almost 10K followers. And the thing is, he's been on his grind for a while. And, you know, he has tags, he puts videos out, he knows a lot of marketing schemes as far as like how the internet works and the social media works, you know, with the hashtags and shit, because he was doing it way back when in the YouTube days, like the heyday YouTube days, when he was doing covers. Because the man is smart, bro. You understand me? The man is smart. Listen to what I'm talking about. I'm gonna turn the music down real quick. And let y'all know a little secret. My man will go in there and take a YouTube video, talk about how he's about to do a remix to a song, keep the same song, same title of the remix, just put Born Star in front of it or after it. So when you search it in hashtags for that song, his shit comes up. Come on, man. That's crazy. And he was killing the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's things like that you can do. You can make a post and put whatever's current in a hashtag, and then when people look for it, obviously your video's gonna come up. I mean, we all know how hashtags work. Even the president knows how hashtags work. So, I mean, you got to get in the algorithm. You got to get your numbers up. You got to get fans and followers and business going. I mean, depending on what your content is or what you do for a living or whatever you're trying to accomplish on social media. So the algorithms are really weird too. And the thing that gets me with the algorithms is they're never consistent. Like there's an ongoing problem now on YouTube that one of the people that I'm subscribed to, who does a lot of Pokemon content, he doesn't go into detail, so I can't really tell you. I just know there's an issue going on right now as far as like numbers and the algorithm of like why some videos aren't showing up when you're notified or you're supposed to be notified, or if you click the bell, some stuff isn't working to where they're uploading new videos and nobody's finding out about why they're not being notified. So he actually used to upload 5 videos a week. He went down to 4 just because YouTube's algorithm is messing him up, because he used to make 5. And the thing is, now he went to 4, hoping that it would counteract the absence of the notification and, you know, slow down the algorithm messing up to where he's putting out too much content to where it's not keeping up with the algorithm. If you see where I'm going, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make it make sense to myself while I'm explaining it to you. But I'm trying. But that's basically what he did. So he's trying to counteract it with that, but the algorithm is messing him up. And remind you, this guy has 950,000 subscribers, and he's doing all of this Pokemon stuff on his YouTube, like opening up the most expensive packs, the biggest packs, the oldest packs, trying to get the best cards, and he's wasting thousands and thousands of dollars on these YouTube videos, opening these packs to get to 1 million subscribers. So he's making this great content, and the people that are subscribed, 950,000, are not getting notified about this. So he's basically wasting tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars each week with Pokemon cards, and half of his audience is getting notified because the algorithm is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy that you can't even get on your own platform that you work so hard to create and be backed by the platform itself. So that's another thing. The algorithms, man, they play with you. You got to get your numbers up. That's why I haven't really gone anywhere, man. You know, let me take a sip of this water. I hate podcasting. Wow, water is good, bro. But that's why I've never gone anywhere. I just can't keep up with the hashtags and the marketing and paying people to maybe help me out and stuff like that. Like, I plan on doing something like that with the podcast. I gotta find a real organic, natural marketing person. You know, I tried hitting some people up on Fiverr, and just trying to get somebody to do the promoting for me, like the marketing for me, that's professional, that knows how to do it on social media. Because I know there's tricks and trades of how to do stuff. You know, hashtags is just one, but you know, there's certain things you have to say or do or post, or if you know somebody that knows somebody that can help, you know, it's all comes down to promoting. And unfortunately, some of that promoting is money if you can't do it yourself. And I'm not really that promote heavy. You know, I get on my Facebook or my IG, I promote my podcast, and then I sign off. It's that it's that simple for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't get into the whole, you know, the whole promoting scheme of like, I need to learn all the tricks and trades. You know, I did that with music. I don't really feel like doing all that and wasting my time, because I have a podcast to do, and I want to do my podcast rather than learn how to promote my shit. Even though I should, deep down inside, I should. But I mean, I'm here, and I'm just doing what I gotta do. Oh man, we talked about a lot so far. So, yeah, we talked about social media addiction. It is real. I've been a part of it. It's crazy how that they can even make those similarities to being addicted to an actual substance like cocaine. That's crazy. We talked about numbers. I gave you some pros and cons as to a little bit of the social media. And the thing is, you know, like, again, the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, a lot of that is emotional. It's very mood heavy behind it. You know, there's a lot of people that go on there and they receive a lot of negative mental vibes. You know, they get a lot of negative stuff inside of their minds, and they carry that with them. You know, like, oh, I should be in that Bentley, or I should be posting a video with 100,000 plays, or that should be me on Sway in the morning. You know, and they get in that zone, and I've been in that zone. Where I was attacking my own friends because I was telling them that, bro, you can't even share my music, bro. Like, it hurt me to like see you doing everything for everybody else, but when I turn around and make some shit, nobody was promoting my stuff. Like, that shit plays with you, bro. Like, it was hurting my feelings, dog. Like, as corny as it sounds, it was messing with me mentally, bro. And then you get unhappy, and then you become isolated, and like, you don't want to talk to people. You don't want to like, you know, share your craft anymore, whatever you're doing, your business, your merch, your videos, your content. You don't want to you become isolated. You're like, yo, I don't even want to mess with nobody right now. You know? And it's like the social media is creating almost like what is it? What's the word I'm looking for here? It's creating like some type of like, it's negative. It's like negative pressure. Like, the social media is pressuring you, you know, that you have to like engage and do all of these things, and you're like comparing yourself to other people. That's the thing. Like, a lot of people want to compare, you know, material things and like lifestyles of these famous people, or these people that they know, or I have to be like this, or I have to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's there every day. It's there every day. Like, you see certain people wear certain clothes, eat at certain restaurants with their loved ones, or they get a certain amount of money, or they win something, or they buy a new car. You know, that's big too. You know, it don't matter if it's a damn Honda Civic, or if it's a damn Bentley, or if it's a damn Lamborghini or a minivan. People gonna hate that you got that minivan. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be mad. They're gonna be big mad that you got that minivan, because I could use that minivan. That should be me with that minivan. You know what I'm saying? That should be me with that minivan. But the comparison, man, that's always gonna be there. There's always people on there comparing people or situations That's a big one too. Situations. A lot of people compare situations that come out in the real world, you know, racial profiling, police brutality, wrongful murders, wrongful killings, you know, the damn president, the government, the voting, marijuana, you know, LOL dolls, Bratz dolls, dolls with batteries underneath their skirt that you gotta lift their skirt to change the batteries. I mean, what you want, fam? Rick and Morty getting canceled, pedophiles, celebrities, you know, hashtags, Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter, police, the security guard, the ice cream lady. Jesus. The comparisons are always going to be there. And the thing is, it divides us. I've been saying this for months. It divides us. And people have different opinions, unfortunately. And social media is actually the fuel to that fire. And a lot of people don't understand that social media is building that fire. And it's just growing every day. Every day it's growing. Look at today with the little kid that passed away. I mean, rest in peace. God. It's a very sad story. You understand? It's very sad. Nobody wants to have their son shot and killed. You know, I'm not going to get into too much details because it's sad just talking about it. You know, 5 years old and he got murdered, you know? And the thing is, the little boy was white and the guy who shot him was black. And automatically you go on Facebook, IG, and you see pictures everywhere. And what are they saying on the pictures? Oh, the black man killed the white boy because he was white. Or the social medias are not going in an outrage because a black man killed a 5-year-old white boy or a little white kid. And the thing is, I'm not getting into too deep into this either. I already posted on my social how I feel and I'm dropping it at that. I'm not going to get into detail about it too much. Thing is, you can't compare the two. No matter how you look at it, you can't compare it. This is just my opinion. You can run with it or you can hate me, you know, so be it. Shut off the podcast if you want to. This is just my opinion. You can't compare George Floyd's killing to I don't know the kid's name. I think it was Connor, I believe. Mistake me if I'm wrong, and I'm sorry if I'm not correct, but the little boy, you can't compare his death to George Floyd. Regardless of who George Floyd was, it was taped, first of all, and the world saw it. That's why it blew up. That's why it was on fire. That's why it blew up, and it got drawn out into the social medias and the news and the media and everything like that. That's why we saw it every day for the last 3 months. That's why there was riots, because everybody saw it. It was put out there. You understand? And the thing is that it took, everybody agreed. I think everybody and their mother can agree that George Floyd was murdered. And he didn't deserve to die like that. It doesn't matter who he is or what he's done or if he was this and this and that, whatever the case may be. All we know for a fact that on that video, a black man died by a white cop. I'm just calling it like it is. I'm not racist. So don't even come on here trying me with that. And I stand by every word. I'm calling it like it is. And why the media is having you guys in an uproar. A white cop killed a black man on video for 9 minutes. He choked him out. Regardless, that's it. That's where we're getting at. And the video is what set the world on fire. So the little boy, obviously, he doesn't have a video. All he has is witnesses, and that he's no longer with us. Not saying that that's the only reason why that it's not getting treated as equal. It took them 3 months to give, I guess you could say, give George Floyd and his family and whoever else was involved justice for the wrongdoings of those police officers. Because I think we can all agree that it was wrong for them to do that and that they did it and it ended up killing somebody. Point blank, period. Okay? Took them 3 months, maybe even a little bit longer than that, to hand out the justice that everybody wanted and everybody wanted to see, everybody thought that they deserved. The little boy's killer got apprehended and arrested within hours after he killed him. So now people are mad that the media is not showing or not giving the same treatment to the little boy as they did with George Floyd. But what would you want the media to say? The guy's already apprehended. He's already in prison. They found him. And what do you want them to say? What do you really want them to say? Now, am I saying that you can't protest and you can't have feelings and you can't feel a certain way about the situation? Of course not. You can do whatever you want. But don't get it twisted that people were marching and people were protesting and people were doing all of this for George Floyd, not because there was a white man killing a black man. It was just that they were never given the justice that they deserve for the policeman who killed a black man. No matter how you put it, the police killed a man. Let's take race out of it for a second. The police killed a man on tape, unwillingly, didn't give a crap, and it took them 3 months to get charged. We're still out here fighting Breonna Taylor's case. Go figure. You understand? It's not about race. It's never been about race. Is it a thing? Of course it is. Does it play a part? I would say a small percentage. But at the end of the day, the reason why people march and the reason why people protest, and when I say protest, they do it the right way. You know, looters and rioters are different than protesters. So let's get that addressed too as well. You know what I'm saying?
He's heating up.
It was for justice. That's why they did it. That's why they went so hard for George, was for the justice. Now, my little man over here, he already got his justice to a degree. You understand what I'm saying? They caught the man. They charged the man. He's in jail right now. He's probably, I don't know how they handle that over where, you know, the location of where the incident happened. I don't know if they do death penalties over there, but if they do, I'm pretty sure he's going to get it. Or he's going to get quadruple life or some crazy shit like that. Because at the end of the day, he killed a 5-year-old boy. So the media can't go too far and deep into saying, you know, what are they going to say? That all lives matter. They're going to hit you with that topic again that we talk about all the time, that all lives matter. They don't matter until Black lives matter. You understand me? And I stick by that. I really do stick by that. But I'm taking a drink of water. It's a lot of talking. As I'm digressing from what I'm talking about social media. But either case, it's like this. They both passed tragically. It didn't need to happen. Things happen. Rest in peace to both of them. We have our opinions. And I'm just going to leave it at that. But back to what I was saying before that, and then we'll nip this in the butt here. People are making these pictures, making it a race thing, and guess what? I found a picture today that had 44,000 comments, and there's grown people in there arguing like 10-year-olds. About what? About race. Calling each other names. C-word this, N-word that. You know? Black man this, white man that. And there's the diversion, there's the division, and then there is them just wanting you to they're just adding fuel to the fire, bro. They're just adding fuel to the fire. And people need to understand that it's not about race. It's about accountability. Taking accountability for people's actions. It shouldn't be about race. Is it a thing? Yes. Unfortunately, you know what? I think it's always going to be a thing. And the thing is, we need to come together instead of being divided among. Because the thing is, not just, I don't want to say the government and the police, but anybody in the world is afraid of people that can come together and create numbers and do bigger things. You want to be the change in the world that everybody wants to see. You can't do it with racism. You can't do it with dividing each other. I've never in my life called any of my friends, any of my people of color, any of my African American friends, my Black African friends, my great friends, I've never called them the N-word, hard ER in my life. I've never said I never liked a black man. I never liked a Mexican. I never liked a white person in my life. You understand? It's not that hard, bro. It's not that hard. You guys need to open up your eyes and see the broader view that it's more about coming together rather than being divided. And until then, this is just going to be an ongoing conversation, an ongoing battle. We might see this shit till I'm 95 years old. And I can say to my grandkids and my kids, ain't shit changed. Which is crazy to even say. So, I digress. And I'm sorry. Got a little rant off. But like I was saying, the comparison is always going to be there with social media. A lot of people take that into heart. Negativity gets sent to the brain and then gets sent to the heart, and a lot of things come out of that. Suicide, self-conflict, self-hurt, depression, jealousy, and the thing is that certain people don't feel like they deserve to live because they're not living a certain way, portraying how they see everybody on Facebook, let it be friends, family, or celebrities. So like I said, the ease of use always being there, and you're always seeing it. It's like you're watching it every day, like, damn, this could be me. Why isn't it me? And it alters the way you think and the way you operate and the way you behave every day. And seeing that every day can make you change, and it can really hurt you. It can really hurt you. You could develop really bad mental health issues like anxiety and depression, and all of that leads to sickness and diseases and even death and suicide. Unfortunately, and it's crazy because like the thing is, like, it's always there, but you could take it away. And a lot of people don't understand that you could take it away. You can exit Facebook, you can exit Instagram, take it off your phone, block it off your phone, block it off your kid's phone. They don't need to see that shit till they're of age. Like when I have a kid, I don't think they're going to even have an iPhone in their hands, bro. They're not going to have an iPhone or an Android till they're like 10 or 12. And with that, they're getting prepaid, fam. This phone is for you to text and call your friends and call me when you need me. Little Aunt. You know what I'm saying? Little Jenny. They don't need to be on these social networks, man. I get it that there's entertainment for them. Netflix and Disney Plus and all of this crap. No, man. Not my kids, bro. Not saying that if you do that, that's the wrong thing. This is who I am as a person. If I was to be a parent, which I hope to be soon. I'm not saying that my wife is pregnant or anything like that, so relax.
Boom shakalaka! He's on fire!
But when I do have kids, I'm going to go about it the entirely different way. Go outside, read a book. Educate yourself. You can play some video games. Your dad's going to be playing video games, so I'm dead. I'm going to be playing video games, so I'm dead. Play some video games with your friends. Get on Fortnite 2080. Do your thing. Call of Duty 3000. Halo Infinite times 100. Yeah, go ahead, fam. Do your thing. But it's just one of those things, man. It's a blessing and a curse. No matter how you view it. It could be a good thing for businesses and friends and keeping up with family, seeing old friends, talking shit, looking at memes and funny videos and celebrities. And then there's the downside, which is addiction, negativity, mental health, anxiety, depression, wanting to be like somebody. So, I mean, it's crazy. And then, what's even crazier? You can even get into FOMO. For those of you who don't know what FOMO is, I know what FOMO is because it's heavily involved in video games. Since we were talking about video games, that's why it struck in my mind. FOMO is short for fear of missing out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what is the definition? It's like the fear of not being included in a social event. So like, for instance, like video games, like every new season comes out every month or so. There's new things in that season, but some of those stuff are locked behind paywalls. So now you have to pay $20 to get this, but you have 30 days. And in 30 days, guess what? You miss out. You'll never have it. So what happens? They rub it in your face every day that, hey, now it's only 15. Now it's only 9 days. What are you going to do, Anthony? And then you're like, oh, I really want this stuff from my guy. I got to get it. And then I pay $20 because of FOMO, And like, for example, let me give you an example. Let's say you're on Facebook, right? and some of your good friends, they have pictures that are tagged with a whole bunch of people that you know, and one, you didn't know about the party, you weren't invited, okay? And let's say you had to go to work, or you had something, you know, something going on, and what am I trying to say with this? So you see the post, and you're not invited, and you see everybody having a good time, and then you know, like it puts you in this place where it's like, you know, you start to experience anxiety, you know, that no one invited you, or they don't miss you enough to call you or tell you to come out to the party. You know what I'm saying? You get put into that FOMO, man, the fear of missing out, and it makes you almost, it takes a toll on your self-esteem. It makes you feel a certain way, and now you're changing how you feel and how you view everything, and your friends and social media as a whole. So now that you see that you're not being invited to these things, or your friends are not talking to you as much, or somebody's not sharing your stuff as much, you turn into this social media checking machine. You understand? Like this machine that you always have to check social media to make sure that you're not missing out on anything, or you didn't miss when somebody shared your stuff or said something about you, or you know, it changes your whole view and your whole mindset about everything, and then that can affect problems at home, work, class, you know? Like, that's crazy. That is crazy, you know? And then it alters everything that you're doing. It puts a strain on your goals, you know? Because mental health is big, bro. You guys got to understand, mental health is big. And when you have these different aspects and different avenues that are reaching out to you, and they're pulling you in, and they're distracting you from the main goal, you start to lose everything. You can lose your job, you can lose your family, your wife, your kids, your car, your money, you know, a lot of stuff, man. And social media can actually dive deeper into that lane, and it adds fuel to the fire, man. I'd say it every time. So remember to take breaks. This is like a little intermission right here. God, we've been talking for a minute. I keep taking a break to take some water, because man, podcasting by yourself, there's no breaks, man. So you guys just gonna have to deal with me taking these little sip breaks. You know what I'm saying? Because
Tonight's matchup.
it's crazy, man. It's crazy, and we getting deep into this. We're getting deep, you know. So, and since we were talking about kids and children, I actually looked this up real quick while I was rambling, because you guys know I like to ramble. So it says here that an estimated 27% of children who spend 3 or more hours a day on social media exhibit symptoms of poor mental health. Overuse of social networking sites is much more problematic in children and young adults because their brains and social skills are still developing. That's why my kids will never have phones and tablets in their hands until they're damn near 15. It's gotta happen, man. It's gotta happen. You know? Because it becomes a habit of always wanting to be on the phone and doing this and doing that and being with your friends and wanting to update this and update that, upload this, TikTok that, YouTube this. God, it's a blessing and a curse, man. It's a blessing and a curse. Look at this. It even says more. Studies have found that these individuals have worsened social anxiety in groups, higher rates of depression, negative body image, and lowered levels of empathy and compassion towards others when surveyed. This is social media. It's here every day. It's ease of access, bro. Ease of access. It's scary, man. It's a blessing and a curse. I don't know how else to explain it, man. I really don't. But oh man, how long have we been talking for? Jesus. Oh, we made an hour. Hold on. We made an hour. Where's my we made an hour, fam. So without boring you too much, yeah, man. So if you guys just know, and you guys see your kids, or if you have kids, or even yourself and your family members that are always on their phones, man, try to break up the monotony. I'm gonna try to do a little bit better. I stay home a lot. I play video games. When I'm in bed, I'm on YouTube. Other than that, I mean, I'm at work all day, so I can't really be on my phone that much, even though towards the end of the day I'll be on it. But I mean, I'm usually on my phone the most when I'm getting ready for bed, playing my little games and stuff like that, you know, because I'm a video game nerd. But I mean, take breaks, man. It's good for your health, man. It's really good for your health. There's a lot of negativity going around. You don't really see a lot of positivity. The media is twisted, as we all know. I'm not saying it's all bad, but it's not all good either. You know, even the weather is bad. The weather has been shit. So, I mean, take some breaks in and out, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, just watch your guys' mental health is basically what today's episode is about. Social media can be a very tricky monster, man. It can be a very tricky monster. And with everybody looking in on you and talking about this and that and giving their opinions, a lot of people lose friends, man. They lose friends, they lose friendships, you know, and a lot of people need to just read and learn how to debate, man. Learn how to talk like humans and civilized adults. Don't get in your emotions too fast. Everybody's not the same. That's why God made us the way we are today. Everybody is not the same. So enjoy being different. Enjoy being you. Enjoy being safe. If you have any questions about anything that was related to today's episode, you can hit me up on Facebook. Stupid. Oh man, I can't believe I said that. But honestly, that's basically the best way to reach me. Because a lot of you guys don't have my phone number. If you guys don't know me, you don't have my phone number, obviously. But Facebook, IG, Twitter, wherever, you know what I'm saying? This is where the social media works, at least. You know what I'm saying? So hit me up. And like I said, if you guys know me and you're going through some mental stuff and need to talk, or if you need somebody to lean on, because I'm not a mind reader, so I can't really tell what's going on in people's lives. But if you ever need somebody, you know your boy is here. So with that being said, today's episode, mental health, social media, it's good and it's bad. Know your rights and wrongs. Listen to people's opinions without being over opinionated. Stay safe, stay blessed, and take breaks, man. Go outside. It's beautiful. It's still beautiful outside. Been sitting here doing a podcast for almost 2 hours because I messed up like an hour ago, but I don't want to talk about it because we had the guy cutting the trees all day since I've been home. I've been home since 3:55. So again, be safe, wear your mask, get your hand sanitizer. If you made it this far in the podcast, thank you. Follow me on all my platforms. Again, I'm on Apple, Spotify, Podbean, Overcast, iHeartRadio. What else did I forget? Google. Your boy's on Google. Show me some love on Google. Ain't nobody tell me they listen to Google. I'm mad because it took me a long time to get on Google. I don't know why, but I mean, I'm there. And I'm still waiting for Pandora. Pandora ain't hit me up yet, but I'm working on it. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. It's your boy BIG ANT. Next week, the rewind clip will be back for another episode. Real quick sneak peek. You know what I'm saying? Real quick sneak peek. We doing 90s era hip hop. Ooh, 90s era, baby. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day. You know what I mean? Back in the day. So make sure to tune into that. That'll be next week, Tuesday, 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. Eastern, depending on when we get it done, because we've been showing up to late. We've been showing up to class late every week. So we're working on that. We're getting better with timing. And the podcast is sounding pretty crisp. So again, I don't make this outro too long, but I appreciate you guys stopping by. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Was different, was new, was great rocking with you. I'm glad you're here rocking with me. And can you kick it? Yes, you can. I'm out. Peace. Oh, you thought I forgot. You thought I forgot. Where you going? You thought I forgot. Hold on. I gotta hit myself with the Come on, man. We made it to the end of the episode. Oh, for real. This time, I'm out. Peace.